Hey everybody, this is your boy John Patrick Adams, and thank you for checking out this video. It is day 11 of the 28-day challenge, and I thought I would surprise you guys with sending a video today because I wanted to just check up on you, see how you're doing, and also I wanted to talk to those of you who have already given up on this challenge. And I'm quite sure there are some of you who have. I don't know for sure. I'm just assuming, but I'm more than certain some of you have, because this whole process has been something completely different than what you thought it was going to be. And that's the whole process of it. It is to get you to do something that you are not accustomed to doing, because when we do different things, we get different results. So I understand the 28 affirmations. Sometimes they seem a little awkward. Sometimes they make you feel a little crazy, because I never forget I read this one book. It was called Healing is a Choice by Stephen Arterburn, and it is a great book. But for 40 days, we had to quote or chant out 40 different affirmations, and I must tell you, in the very beginning it felt awkward. I didn't feel good about doing them every day. In the very beginning I didn't want to do them, and there were many times I contemplated giving up. But now that I have completed that, I see the whole point of those affirmations. And it's funny, it has been 3 years since I read that book, and I still say some of those same exact affirmations still today. So I get it. It is a little bit different, but you know, that's what it is all about. And if you thought that I was going to be entertaining you and amusing you through this whole process, you really thought wrong, because that's not what it's all about. And I read this quote, and I say this all the time. I ain't gonna even mention the quote, but I say this all the time here on the site, that you attract who you are. And so many times our words do not match our reflections. We say we want this here, we say we want that, we want this, we want that, but our reflections, which is only a mirror of our inward, it's a reflection of our inward being, does not match up with our words. We are something completely different than what we are attracting, or what we are saying we want. We, like I said, we say we want one thing, but we're giving out something different. And whether you want to believe it or not, what you giving out is what you are getting. So that's the whole point of this process, is to take you out of the comfort zone, to make you do something different. So in the end, you can receive something different. So, you know, if you have cut out on this, I encourage you to get back on it. Get back to saying your affirmations, because I am a believer and a living testimony that they do work. And with time, you will begin to believe these things that you're saying. And I know for some of you, that's also a struggle, because you're seeing all of these positive things about yourself, and maybe you don't feel it. But one thing I've learned is that affirmations are prophetic, and it's prophetically speaking over ourselves, and it's saying that we are maybe something at that moment that we do not feel. But eventually, if you continue to say it, what you say, you will become. So I definitely encourage you, those of you who have fallen off the bandwagon, to get back up and get back on it, because you know you committed to it. So stand with it and go through the 28 days. So at the end of the 28 days, you can feel a sense of accomplishment. So by now, you should have already called your person to invite them out for tomorrow's dinner or Saturday's dinner. You should have already called them out. Make sure you print out your survey so that they can rate you on, you know, on the date, and how you acted throughout that date. Is very, very key that you get that survey completed. But you should be going out tomorrow. You should be saying your 28 affirmations, and you should also be complimenting 7 people each day. And one thing I know about the 7 people is that complimenting the 7 people is, when you compliment people, it changes their attitude and the way that they feel. And there's going to be some people that may not receive it or believe that you want something from them because you are complimenting them. Don't worry about that. Continue to compliment them. They'll eventually begin to feel what you see in them as well. But continue to compliment them. Continue to say your affirmations, because that is a compliment to you as a person. Go out tomorrow night, have a great time. And here is one tip for you. When you go out tomorrow, make sure when you step out of your house that you are sexy to you. You don't have to look good to nobody else. When I go out with my friends, or whether I am just going out by myself, hanging out on a Friday night, going to dinner, movies, all by myself, I make sure when I leave out of the house, I look in that mirror and I can smile, because I look good to me. So don't minimize the whole experience tomorrow because you're going out with your friends. Get sexy for you, nobody but you. And I guarantee you, when you start getting sexy for you, that energy and that reflection is going to go out, and other people are going to feel the same way as you do. So again, thank you for checking out this video. If you haven't gotten my books, I got the said, Get Both Naked and Both How to Win the Dating Game, on my site. And I will be talking to you soon. Peace.